I'm not Daniel. Diary of Matthew Carter. Entry 1, November 1st. It started 6 months ago. At first it was harmless. Jess would mumble in her sleep, fragmented words, mostly incoherent. I'd laugh it off. Everyone talks in their sleep now and then, right? But then the name started appearing. Daniel! She'd whisper it, like a secret, like a lover's name. Daniel, I missed you. I thought, who the hell is Daniel? Jess has never mentioned that name. We've been together 7 years. I know her family, her friends, her exes. There's no Daniel. I asked her about it once, jokingly. She just blinked at me and said, I don't remember my dreams. Entry 2, November 8th. The sleep talking has gotten more intense. I started recording her. I don't know what I was hoping to prove, maybe that it was just random brain noise, but when I listened to the playback, it wasn't gibberish. Daniel, he's starting to notice. You said this would be easier. I hate lying to him, but I love you more. The voice, it wasn't her voice, not the one I know. It was her voice, but softened. Lovelorn. I confronted her. She got furious, slammed a mug in the sink, told me I was being paranoid. You're spying on me in my sleep? She said. I backed off, but inside I started feeling like a stranger in my own house. Entry 3, November 12th. I left the recorder on again last night. This time I caught something that made my blood run cold. I wish he'd just die so we could be together, Daniel. That was the last thing she said before going silent. I sat there, listening to that line over and over again, long after she left for work. I don't think she knows I've been recording again. At least I hope not. Entry 4, November 15th. I've started going through her things. Old photo albums, emails, social media, nothing. No Daniel. But then I found something, a shoebox in the attic, buried under old coats. Inside were Polaroids of Jess younger, smiling, with a man I didn't recognize, his arm around her waist. On the back of one photo, D+J-2013 The Lake. I flipped through my memories like flashcards. Jess and I met in 2015. She never mentioned a lake or a Daniel. Entry 5, November the 17th. I printed one of the photos and showed it to her casually. Said I found it while organizing boxes. She went pale. Where'd you find that? She asked. Attic. Her mouth tightened. She said it was from college, some friend. Didn't remember who took it. Then she threw the photo in the trash, but that night she didn't sleep talk. First time in weeks. She was awake most of the night, I think. I pretended to be asleep. I could feel her watching me. Entry 6, November 20th. I searched Daniel plus Jess in her old email archives, found a thread, 2014, emails deleted, but one was still there, just one. Subject line, we shouldn't have done that. No body, just the subject. It was from a Daniel R. Morris, no other emails. I looked him up, he died. July 2014, boating accident, upstate. I looked up news articles, there was a photo. It's the man from the Polaroid. Entry 7, November 22nd. What the hell is happening? Jess is either talking to a dead man in her sleep or… No, there's no or. I saw the obituary, he's dead. I even found the death certificate online, but she's still speaking to him. Last night. It wasn't your fault, Daniel. We made a choice. I chose you then and I choose you now. She paused, then whispered, he's starting to ask too many questions. Entry 8, November the 23rd. I found something else. I don't know how I missed it. In the attic, next to the old coats, there was a small tape recorder. Analog, battery operated. Dusty. I hit play. Jess's voice, but not sleep talking. Awake, whispering, rehearsing. Daniel, I miss you. I can't wait to see you again. I hate pretending with him. Every kiss feels like a lie. Another click. I'll make it look like an accident. I just need time. That was it. She wasn't sleep talking, she was practicing. Entry 9, November 25th. I can't sleep. I've hidden the tapes. I made copies. I left one in a safety deposit box under a friend's name. I don't know what's real anymore. The air around her feels heavier. Her touches linger too long, like she's memorizing me. I pretend everything's fine, but I don't drink coffee she makes. I lock the bathroom door when I shower. I keep the gun's safe key on me at all times. Entry 10, November 28th. I had a dream last night. Jess standing at the foot of the bed, holding a knife, smiling. But when I woke up, there was a cut on my arm, not deep, just enough. Entry 11, November 30th. I confronted her again. I couldn't help it. I asked, who is Daniel, Jess? She just stared at me, then smiled. I told you already. You don't remember, do you? What? She leaned in. You were Daniel before the accident, but something changed. You forgot. You became him, Matthew, but you're still mine. I don't know what she meant. I backed away. She laughed. She never laughed like that before. Entry 12, December 2nd, I went to a hypnotist today. Desperation. I don't know why. Something she said stuck. You were Daniel. What if I was? There are gaps in my early memories with her, missing time, faces I can't place. And in hypnosis, I saw a dock, a boat, her hand reaching for mine, then a splash, then nothing. Entry 13, December 3rd, I found a second death certificate, mine, Daniel R. Morris, deceased, July 2014. I don't understand. My name is Matthew. My ID says so. My parents, wait. My parents. I don't remember their voices, not clearly. I asked Jess again tonight. Who am I? She only smiled, then whispered, You finally asked the right question. Final entry, unknown date. The mirror doesn't show what it used to. There's something behind my eyes I never noticed before. Jess says I'm getting better. I still dream of drowning, but when I wake up, she's always there, smiling, whispering, You're almost back, Daniel. She said I was Daniel again today, but I'm not. I have photos, I have records. I'm Matthew Carter, born May 17th, 1987. But I can't stop seeing that dock, that lake. Every time I close my eyes, I'm there. And Jess, she's younger, wearing that red sundress, laughing. She pushes me into the water, I hit my head. Everything fades after that. Am I remembering or dreaming? Pause, silence, then faint crying. Why did she say, We brought you back? What does that mean? Diary entry, December 11th. Today, the mirror showed something that doesn't belong to me. I was shaving, normal morning routine. Jess was humming in the kitchen, and then I looked up, and the man staring back at me, he had Daniel's face. Not mine, not the face I've known for 37 years. I blinked. It was gone. But I saw it. I remember that face from the old photo, the one she threw away. And I remembered something else. When I moved into this house, there were no boxes, no movers, no furniture from my old apartment, no old apartment. Where did I live before here? Police report number 2219-A, filed by Officer Helena Marks. Date December 14th. Incident, suspicious individual at residence, claims amnesia paranoia. Summary, male, approximately 30s, identified as Matthew Carter, visited local precinct in distress. Claimed wife was talking to the dead and accused her of reconstructing his identity. Subject provided falsified death certificate for Daniel R. Morris. Digital copy appeared altered. Claims of memory gaps, alternate identity, visions of another life. Subject was visibly unstable. Recommended voluntary psychiatric evaluation. Officer notes, wife, Jessica Carter, arrived shortly after. Calm. Reassured officers husband has history of trauma-induced dissociation. Showed medical documents. Subject taken for 72-hour psychiatric observation under Section 51.03. Diary entry, December 16th, inside clinic. I'm being gaslit. This clinic is more like a holding cell. No phones, no contact with the outside, they won't show me my ID. I asked the doctor, have you seen my records? Birth certificate? He just said, You've undergone a complex regression, Daniel. Daniel! They're all calling me that now, even the nurses. I asked to call my sister, they told me I don't have one. Audio transcript number 9, hidden mic, coat lining. Date, December 18. Unfamiliar voice, female therapist. Daniel, do you remember the lake? Long silence. Yes. Do you remember the choice you made? I chose her. And you came back. Pause. But I didn't ask to. Not at first, but love always finds a way, even through death. Sound of pen scribbling, then whispering indistinct words. Memory fragment, patient journal, torn. She said they found the body, but it wasn't mine. The man who drowned had my face, my name, but Jess said I woke up months later in a hospital with no memory. The doctors told me I was lucky, but if I was dead, how am I here? Diary entry, December 21st, Jess came to visit. She brought flowers, chocolate, and a mirror, a small hand mirror, oval-shaped, silver trim. She said, You'll need to get used to him again. I held it up. Daniel stared back at me. Voicemail recording, unsent to Detective Rachel Duvall, TE. Secretvoices. They tied December 23rd. Detective, if you get this, please look into a woman named Jessica Carter, possibly born Jessica Rowan. She had a fiancé who died in 2014, Daniel Morris. There's something wrong. She's not just grieving, she brought him back. I think I was someone else. I think I am someone else, but she won't let me go. Final entry, December 24th, 3:33 a.m. I woke up, and everything was different. The room was old, not the clinic, not my home. The wallpaper was peeling, dust in the air. Jess was sitting beside me, but she looked younger, red sundress, just like the lake. She whispered, "You made it, Daniel. I kept my promise. I waited. I learned. I studied resurrection. You were torn in half, but I brought your soul back. We buried the other life, the one that wasn't you." I tried to scream, but Daniel's voice came out. Addendum, anonymous online forum post user, the lost name 87. Date January 1st thread. Title, anyone ever feel like they stole someone else's life? I used to be someone else, I think, or maybe I was never real. All I know is, every time I look in the mirror, I see someone who loved her enough to crawl back through death. But I don't know if I love her. I don't even know if I ever had a choice.